Okay, Richard from Le Brewing once again. We're going to deal today with bottling. Bottling our wine, beer or spirit. I have to say I find it the most tiresome job that we have in beer and wine making, because it's just like repetitive and it's pretty boring to do. But it's so important, and if we get it wrong we get infections and then the stuff goes off. So all that hard work we put in has been wasted. We have some gadgets which will make life a lot easier for us and saves a lot of time. First thing though, we really must make sure that when we put our bottles away, they are clean. So if this has had wine in and we've drunk our wine, give it a rinse and preferably just put something in the top just to stop any dust or anything like that getting in, or alternatively turn it upside down. Same obviously with your beer as well, same actually applies. What we must do though is we must clean and sterilise our bottles before we put anything into them. And luckily we have this bottle washer that's going to make life a heck of a lot easier for us. So we're going to fill this, and with two options. We can put a no rinse steriliser in here. That way we can clean our bottles and we don't have to worry about rinsing them. Or secondly, we can use a standard steriliser, and it would really help if you've got two of these. This one with obviously our sterilised water in, and a second one with clean water in. So those are our two options. What are we going to do? We're going to take our bottle, and as you can see there's a plunger here. So the plunger would push up and down like so. It will be necessary to do a few to start with, just to prime it to get it going. But we're going to push that up and down, and as you can probably see, the water is shooting up into the bottle and giving it a real good clean. And it's actually at quite good pressure as well, so that's really going up with a bit of force up there. So we've done that a couple of times to give it a good clean. And I would now, if it's a no rinse steriliser, I'll now put it onto my drainer, but I'm going to come onto those in a minute. Or alternatively, we would put it onto our second bottle washer, which is the one with the plain water in. So those are the options that we've got available to us with the bottle. Obviously the same applies to beer as well. That goes up and down like so, and gives it a really good clean. Okay. What we're now going to look at is we're now going to look at our bottling side. So I'll be back in 2 secs when I've got our bits together. Here's our little bottle drainer that we use with two sizes. We've got a 40-ish and we've got an 80-ish bottle size. They do actually slightly vary depending on when we get them. They come in sections, so each of these sections will clip on, and you can go higher and higher and obviously lower and lower. So the advantage to this is that once we've rinsed our bottle, a la so, we can go straight onto our bottle drainer. And obviously if we're doing our beer ones, again, we can do the same with our beer, a la so. And that means that the water is then dripping down. This is the original one. There's a new one that's just come out which I'm going to show you. I actually like this. I think this is dead easy. And it's great as long as you're not wanting to transport it. So if you've got this on the side of your sink, perfect. All the water will collect, if I can show you, in this rim here. So there's a nice little rim that will catch all the water, and then when you come to get rid of the water, all you have to do is tip it and out she comes. Makes life dead easy. So I'll just show you the other option now as well. And this is the new one that's just come out. We've got a tray which is designed to catch all the water, and then inside the tray we can stack our bottling rack like so. So we'll put our bottles, again, we'll let them squirt in there, and in they go. So each one will go into this particular thing, and you can imagine you've got 16 bottles, 4 by 4. All the liquid is dripping down into our collecting tray. So any excess water goes down into the tray. We can then dispose of the tray, and we can then move around our 16 bottles, which means we've got a storage facility as well as a bottling facility. And when we've come to finish, put the top on like so. We've then got the option of stacking another load on the top. So these ones can then be bottled, and it will allow us to do 7 stacks. So again, you can get a lot of bottles in a fairly small space if they're stacked using these racks. So these ones are great for doing the washing and the rinsing, and also for storage. I think this one is much easier if we're just wanting to get it done. And obviously, value for money, this one is much better as well. So those are your options on bottling in terms of what we've got available.